I'm about to charge $2,000 for 2 days of AI consulting work, and here is exactly how I got here. It took a lot for me to get here, and while I'm not where I want to be, this is definitely momentum and progress. For some context, I'm going to visit one of my clients who I signed about 2 weeks ago for AI automations and CRM management. But as I was going through the sales process with this guy, I noticed that he kept on saying the same word, time. He didn't have time. And so when you are selling any type of service, whether that may be lead generation, AI automations, whatever it may be, never sell the service. No. Sell what that service does for them. That business owner is only on the call to get the solution that you are trying to provide. They don't give a shit about what you're doing on the back end. They don't care if I use ChatGPT or Claude or Zapier for the automation. They don't care. What they care about is the result it's gonna get them. So once you understand that, you're not selling AI. For example, if you're gonna sell AI automations, or for what I'm doing, I'm switching to more of an AI powered offer. You're selling the time and the money that it makes them. And once I learned that, orchestrating business at a higher level became much easier because I just learned how to communicate value effectively and not sell the features of my offer and how cool my automations were. I sold how much time it was going to save them and how much money it would make them in the process. It's funny because I'm genuinely documenting my whole entire process of building my business from the ground up. Like, I've been in the dirt for a while. The way I got this client was from cold calling. I cold called him, got him on a set. It's like about a 5-minute set. Then we got on a Google Meet and we went from there. I sold the benefit and we decided to do business together. And now I'm doing a higher level of business with him, obviously in person. But I learned a lot from cold calling. Like, for any beginner trying to get into the service-based model, I would say to cold call at first, not because it's high leverage, it's the lowest leverage possible acquisition channel, but the reason being is because it's going to mold you into the person that's going to make a lot of money. I wouldn't be here driving to Alabama right now if it weren't for me putting in the countless hours of cold calling and failing over and over and over again, getting rejected constantly and pushing through those walls and trying to climb that mountain every single day of my life. Because once you start signing clients from cold calling, then you realize, okay, now I have capital to go do other things and expand my horizons on how I'm going to get clients. Whether that may be cold SMS, cold email, DMs on LinkedIn or Instagram, it depends on what niche you're going after. But everything becomes a lot easier once you get past the stage of being in the dirt cold calling. But I do recommend it for any beginner because it is so effective at shaping you to become the person that you need to be in order to make 10, 20, 30 grand a month. But I'm about to get back on the road. It's been like 30 minutes, so I'm gonna get back to it.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta love it. Oh, you gotta love it.
I just got to the Airbnb. This is some Texas Chainsaw Massacre shit. What the fuck? After a very long day of driving, finally made it to the Airbnb, and now I'm about to sit down, work on exactly how I'm going to connect all the dots for my client, what exactly I'm going to do for these 2 days, what automations I'm going to build, and really just game plan the whole thing. And then after that, I'm going to do some learning, get my mind right before bed, and then we'll hit the sheets. All right, just checked out of the Airbnb. Now I'm about to head to my client's office. Hopefully I can get some footage there. One thing I did want to make very clear is that I am not prepared for this. My client and I talked about this on Friday. So 3 days ago now, I booked an Airbnb literally yesterday morning and we're doing it. So don't ever think you need to be fully prepared. Like, of course I've mapped things out and I have a general idea on what I want to do for him, but at the same time, it's not scripted, right? I'm going to go through a discovery process. I'm going to see his sales process, exactly what's going on inside of his CRM, what I can do to fix it. And then from there, it's on the spot. I'm going to try to problem solve in real time with him, figure these things out and make it to where I'm providing an immense amount of value for the money that he's given me.
Oh, you gotta love it. Oh, you gotta love it. I heard what's circulating. Let's get to the bottom of it.
All right. I'm in the parking lot of the office. I just finished up a 5-hour work session. I haven't even eaten today, but it went really well. I built out a lot of infrastructure inside of his CRM, and a lot of the things that he needed to be done are damn near there. Obviously, I'm going to build some more in-depth automations tomorrow with Zapier and some AI tools to where I'm actually building systems more than just optimizing a CRM, but actually adding on a lot of time saving and cost effectiveness as well. Yeah, this $2,000 is being put to use, to say the least. Just got back to the Airbnb after a long day of problem solving and troubleshooting, and we got a lot to do tomorrow. I'll just say that. I mean, I built out a lot of stuff and solved a lot of things inside the CRM, but there's still a lot of things that need to be done on the back end when we're talking about the software itself and different things like that. So we definitely have a lot of work to put in, but I am excited to get through it tomorrow, build everything out, finalize it to where we have a streamlined, precise process, and build some real infrastructure. It is 7:45 a.m. I am checking out of the Airbnb. It was a really good stay. That was actually the most comfortable bed I've ever stayed in. But yeah, I'm about to go get breakfast, get some coffee from this coffee shop downtown, and then we're gonna go build more automations, do some more consulting work, and that should be it. This is the last day.
Only holding up I do is my end of the bargain. Only begging that I do is me begging your pardon. Only trying that I do is me trying the hardest. Only problems I do are mad problems with profit. Only
Bang, 2,500 for 2 days of AI consulting. That covered my hotel and of course more. It was about 2,000 for all the consulting work. But one thing that I did learn on this trip was that consulting isn't about the implementation. It's more about the direction that you give the company. So I got really caught up with all of the internal processes and all these types of fulfillment issues when in reality I provided a lot of value. Overall, I loved meeting them. It was really good to get in depth with that company and learn more about myself and how to consult better. And yeah, it was a great experience. All right, the trip is over. I am headed back home now. Got about another 4 hours on this drive, so I'll get there at about 11 p.m. But overall, great experience. I suggest to every single person, if you are making online money, make something happen in person with your clients. It was such a great experience to understand who my client was, where he wanted to go with his business, and how I could be a part of that journey. It was just honestly a great experience. But I wanted to end off this video with a message to anyone that's trying to make money online or specifically just trying to make something of themselves. As I've seen these inklings of success, so for me, this month is my first $3,000 month. I jumped from 1K to nothing the next month to now 3K. And it's going to go up and down. It's just a part of this vertical. But I didn't see these inklings of success without struggle and pain. Like less than a month ago, I was over $800 in credit card debt. That's how bad it was. I was in the fucking dirt, cold calling, making over $100 every single day because I knew I had no other option. Like I literally had no other option, or else I would just dig into credit card debt and then fuck my credit and be in a really bad situation. But I want to be very transparent with you because this type of success, the cool shit that I did these past few days, it didn't happen overnight. I struggled and I went through some hard shit before being able to do this. And like I said, these are just inklings of success. I'm not making 10K a month yet, but I will. And I know that. And it's because I had a great mindset even when I was in credit card debt, even when the light at the end of the tunnel was so dim that I could barely even see. I couldn't see anything. But you have to understand that it is not going to be easy. And you right now are not the person that's going to make the money that you want. Let me say that again. You are not the person that is going to make the money that you want. You have to mold yourself and rewire the way that you think, the way that you have been programmed for all the years in your life. It has to change. And once you understand the phase of life that you're in and where you need to go, and you reverse engineer that process, you will get there no matter what. Like it is only a matter of time. When you think the right way, you implement the right habits, and you have the resilience to push through the hardships when you do not see any type of success. I signed my first client 3 months ago and then went 2 months without signing anybody. And I was just cold calling. And hell yeah, I struggled. I thought about going and getting a marketing role. I thought about quitting all of the shit that I've been building, but I didn't. Yes, it took me a week to get my head out of my ass, but it worked. I did. I stopped being weak and I internalized what it meant to become that person. And that's what you have to do. If you want to make any impact on the people around you and build anything of importance, you have to understand that once you internalize who you have to be, and then you put every ounce of yourself into becoming that person, then it'll happen. So anyways, I'm going to end it at that. I appreciate you for watching. If you made it this far, and I'm definitely going to be coming out with some more content on what I'm building and the verticals that I'm going down, because obviously cold calling is not the end all be all. It's gotten me started, but I'm figuring out a much more lucrative path that's going to get me a lot more money and a lot more influence on the people around me and where I want to go. So yeah, if you like this video, show me some love, like, subscribe, all that type of stuff. And until next time.